Committee. As a Deputy President, the Sabo Constitution grants me privilege and responsibility to sit in the Disciplinary Committee. While there, I will ensure that any student involved in any disciplinary case is served justice. By this, I mean that every case will be thoroughly investigated before any verdict is made. On mental health and community well-being. As a nurse in practice, matters of mental health and well-being reside close to my heart. And so, I strongly support mental health and well-being of students. Therefore, when elected, we will initiate mental health programs that focus on stress management, depression, and self-care. We will also strengthen the counseling office by working hand in hand with the counselor to introduce a proactive mental health plan. Because I'm aware that there are many students who are really passionate about mental health. But do they have the platform to share the resources with other students? No, they don't. And therefore, by starting this plan, we shall enable everybody to get access to these resources. On students' security and safety. Without a sense of caring, there can be no sense of community. At the end of the day, the goals are simple: safety and security. When elected, the safety of students shall be the highest law. Anchored by Article 9, Section 2B of the Sabo Constitution, I shall work hand in hand with the PR officer to ensure that the safety of the students is at par. We shall together sensitize the landlords on their responsibility in ensuring that the tenants are safe and also ensuring that the areas of residents are safe. And how can we achieve this? We can ensure that the areas of residence are well lit, with security lights, are well fenced, and have lockable gates.
On food security, ensuring that no student faces hunger, whether on or off campus, is not just a priority, but a moral imperative. We recognize that hunger affects every aspect of a student life, from academic performance to overall well-being. As an institution, it is our responsibility to address this issue comprehensively and compassionately. For on-campus students, working together with the BBC SANS and the cafeteria management, we commit to a revolution in dining services. Gone are the days of repetitive menus that fail to inspire. We will embrace variety and freshness to ensure every meal is a satisfying experience. But our commitment doesn't end at the campus gates. We understand that off-campus students face unique challenges, especially those struggling financially. That's why we shall revive the Sabo Kitty, dedicated to supporting students who cannot afford meals.
On sports, innovation, and creativity. Today, we are diving into the world of innovation and creativity. Innovation drives progress. Creativity sparks unique solutions. In our government, we shall embrace this too. We shall support students who have any innovation by organizing their exhibitions, where students from different departments are able to showcase their expertise and empower the students and the community around. We shall also work hand in hand with the Cabinet Secretary for Sports and Entertainment to increase exposure by organizing collaborative activities that are meant to nurture talent in games, sports, and any other activity. On academic standards. In the heart of our academic journey lies a fundamental desire. A desire to excel, to push boundaries, and to emerge victorious with grades that reflect our dedication and hard work. Yet, amidst our aspirations, we find ourselves constrained by a grading system that may not always align with our efforts. Today, I stand before you as a voice of change, a proponent for a fairer and more equitable academic practice. In Article 9, Section 2, Part 8 of the Sabo Constitution, our president is granted the privilege to champion our cause within the Academic Standards Committee. And I pledge to wield this power for the betterment of each and every one of us. And how shall we do this? We shall work on lowering the GPA requirement. The threshold for a second class upper should be brought down from 3.0 down to 3.0 from 3.33 as it was before in the 2016 to 2020 for the GPA can remain at 3.3, but then there's something else we can do. We can augment the grading system itself. A grade of A should begin at 70%, which has also been mirrored by other prestigious universities out there. And therefore, we too can embrace the same.
On students' empowerment and involvement, a true leader leads by empowering, not enslaving. In our leadership, if we're elected, we pledge to ensure that the voice of our comrades are not just heard, but also listened to and valued. We envision a community where every student feels empowered to speak up freely, knowing that their opinions matter. To actualize this vision, we will prioritize regular meetings with the students under the umbrella of SABU, where honesty listen to their concerns and ideas. As a student of the Bible, in Isaiah chapter 1, verse 18, God, our chief instructor, says, "Come, let us reason together." Just as God encourages dialogue and understanding, we commit to fostering an environment of open communication, collaboration, and inclusivity in decision-making processes. This university has a diverse population, bringing together students from the north of Sahara to the south of the Congo, to ensure that every comrade's voice is heard. We must support diversity so that the voices of comrades from the village of Mpumalanga in South Africa, Mbarara in Uganda, Kabumba in DR Congo, Kehanja in Kurialand, Rusinga Highland or Kakuma in Turkana, Kenya, Alhan. The voice of comrade must count in this great international university.
In conclusion, dear delegates, the power to shape the future of our prestigious university lies in your hands. With the vote from Muthomi and Linda, you are not just endorsing promises, but you are paving the way for tangible actions that will fulfill the needs of every student. Trust us to turn words into deeds, to bring about the change our institution desperately prays for. Many people inquire about our path to achievement of these goals, but let me clarify on that. What appears insurmountable is merely due to power that hasn't yet shifted into the hands of comrades.
Your vote for us isn't just a choice. It's a declaration and a decree for the commanding presence of the comrades. Let the clarion call resonate. Vote Muthomi and leader, champion the indomitable voice of comrades. May God bless you. May God bless the University of Santa Barbara. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your Manifesto. It's time for questions. How many do you see by show of hands? How many questions? So can we pick only 2 or 3? So only 3 questions. 1, 2.
Okay, so all protocols observed. And how 2 questions for you guys. So you've talked about critical thinking and basic reasoning. So one question one question I want to ask you both is if in case you are elected as a president, you will always be faced with challenges and issues from comrades, and they require basic logical thinking and basic reasoning. So, and as a leader, you must have a calm state of mind and composure to essentially handle these issues. So, how sure are the comrades how sure are they that you will be able to handle these issues effectively while under pressure? That is directly to you, to the aspirant president. The second question is, as human beings, we are obligated to respect to protocols and authority. So, as one of the leadership skills, respect to authority and protocol is essential for you as a leader. So, how are the comrades sure that you, as an elected leader, will be able to air out their grievances, putting in mind or considering the stipulated protocols and authority to be able to relay these comrades' needs without the influence from people around you? I guess that is an essential thing that you must answer the comrades.
Thank you. On answering the first question, how sure are we going to handle, or how can we convince you that we're going to handle the questions or the issues of comrades when under pressure? On student empowerment and involvement, we said, just as God encourages dialogue and understanding, we commit to fostering an environment of open communication, collaboration, and inclusivity in decision-making process. On the part of fostering an environment of open communication, we need to give comrades that freedom of expressing themselves. And once they express themselves to us, then our mandate is to give them that good environment of handling that case, of giving them a listen here. And that's why we're saying we are going to foster a good environment of open communication, collaboration, where we're going to collaborate with the leadership of the university to make sure that the issues of comrades are handled carefully. Maybe on the second question, maybe you can come up. And
the second question was regarding respect to authority and following protocols. So, as I said, leadership is a role that you're given, and having this respect to protocols and authority is essential for you as a leader. And how are the comrades sure that you, if you are elected as the leader, the president, you will be able to air out their grievances, putting in mind or considering the stipulated protocols that are there, and without you being influenced by the people around you? Yes. Actually, the reason as to why I'm asking you this question is, before we started, there was something that was up, and if you are at that position to explain to us, your agent was there, right? And did you consider basic reasoning and actually logic thinking on handling that issue? And how are the comrades sure that you won't be influenced by other people when making decisions that regards to them, or being swayed by the external forces then when you are in leadership? And there was something else I touched on, and actually you didn't answer me. Basically on working under pressure. Will it be a profound thing for you that when there is pressure, you break. Will you break under pressure? So, or will you, how will you handle situations when you are under pressure? Right? Thank you.
And David is going to give an answer to the question.
I shall answer this question in regards to the circumstantial question, statement that you gave. As a team, we are mandated, or we are in the mood to ensure that we stand for what is right. And therefore, when we felt like there is no clarity, we had to stand up for it, which is basically what is needed. We have to use if you listen very well, we were referencing it to the Constitution. We did not bring in something that is not there. Yeah? And therefore, in the bid to stand for what is right, at times you have to be very firm in order for you to get the answers that you need. And on the question of working under pressure, as stipulated in our manifesto, we shall always let the comrade voice be heard, and we shall always consider it. And to integrate it well, our role as SABO is to ensure that there is good connection between the administration and the students. And those are the two forces that we have in the school. So in case there is any force of pressure, it can come from either of the two. But if we reach a good connection between the two, that will be there, and we shall be able to be harmonious.
Thank you so much, Chairman. First, let me start by congratulating the candidates that you have shown the courage to fight for this position. My question first to this, that the previous government, they had some good programs, that is mental health programs, that was advocating for women. If you will be elected, what are some of the things that you intend to do which are different from the previous regime? Another question, I have three questions. Number two is, you have been a leader once, you are a Hare, a resident assistant, and during that time, most of the students were sent home. We don't know the reasons, and we don't know whether you are part of the team which was seated on that table. You will tell us. Can you assure us that if we give you this position, all of us or most of us will not go home? Then the last question is, when we were going through the panels, the whatever, we saw that you wrote that you want to disrupt the system. Can you expound on that so that we will not be surprised when we put you in that seat? Or is it what we saw today in the morning is part of disrupting the system? Thank you so much.
Yes, we are going to answer those three questions. And the good thing, they fall at the docket of my deputy president. And now she's going to our president.
Hi.